When conceptualizing an idea, there's bound to be features that are implemented in the beginning that don't fit with the gradual development of the project due to them being outdated or irrelevant. This is the case for many previous Roblox features which have sadly left the platform for a variety of reasons. Today I want to go over some of the most interesting Roblox features that have been discontinued and shelved, starting with the most controversial removal, tickets. Tickets, also known as ticks, were an old Roblox currency introduced on August 2nd, 2007 to coexist with Robux. Tickets were a huge part of Roblox's identity, and unless you're a fetus or didn't play Roblox at the time, you probably know about them already. They acted as a secondary form of Roblox currency and were worth a lot less than Robux, as 20 tickets equated to 1 Robux, and this number would fluctuate a lot higher, sometimes to 25 tickets. They were revealed on a blog post titled Builders Club is Coming, where a small portion of the blog talks about the new edition and their functionality. This currency acted as an incentive for users to engage with different parts of the platform, since you were given 10 tickets as a daily login, 1 ticket or 10 tickets if you were BC for every place visit you get, selling clothes, and 2 tickets if you were in the Roblox Ambassador program, which I will talk about later. All these ways of earning the currency made tickets stand out from Robux, since you were literally getting paid for interacting with the website. In the case of Robux, you would usually get them through spending actual real money. Like if you would buy BC, you would get 15 daily Robux. So if you were a kid and a brokey, you didn't have to spend actual money to buy things. You were able to get tickets through these different ways and use them to customize your avatar or convert them into Robux. This is why on March 15th, 2016, a blog post by David Bazuki titled "Saying Goodbye to Tickets" caused a lot of outrage and anger. A lot of people thought this was an April Fool's joke, but like, this was announced on March 15th. Who does an April Fool's joke 17 days before? Are you guys dumb? What's going on? The post describes how tickets will be discontinued on April 14th, 2016, and their whole concept behind it. It's explained how it was created as a reward for participation, so they didn't have to give out free Robux, and due to the expansion of the different ways to earn Robux, they feel like tickets have no place in the Roblox economy. The main reason for removing tickets is also mentioned, stating,
"We are removing tickets for a number of reasons. Although familiar to many of us, they are confusing to first-time users. We believe removing tickets will simplify our product in all areas, from the UI to the catalog to user accounting.
And
there is another benefit to removing tickets, and that is it removes the incentive to create alt accounts. We don't believe it makes sense to provide a currency bonus to having multiple accounts, as this drives behavior that is not at the core of Roblox. The impetus behind removing tickets is not to make more money. The primary reasons have always been product simplicity, voting, and not incentivizing certain behaviors."
These claims indicate that these free ways for earning tickets were being exploited by players by creating multiple accounts, visit botting their game, and many other ways. And Roblox was alerted by all of this. All these reasons culminated in Roblox deciding to ultimately discontinue this feature and center their entire game economy around their primary currency, Robux. Although it may seem sudden to players now, this whole thing was a pretty gradual change, since Roblox would continuously decrease the number of things you could buy with tickets by making most of them off sale or purchasable by Roblox. I found this old post on the Roblox forum archive titled "Sadly Enough, I Think They're Getting Rid of Ticket Items," which was posted on June 4th, 2010. In it, this guy named TheMaster4246 predicted that tickets would be leaving 6 years before they actually did, due to how their use was becoming useless. A response to this post also points out how ticket hats are going off sale entirely, except for the cheap ones. I found a few other posts talking about ticket inflation as well, which all seem to be around 2014. And one of these also suggests removing tickets entirely and just having Robux instead. This specific post emphasizes the state of tickets during that time, as the user states how players were hoarding all their tickets and not spending them, causing a decline in their value. This leads him to suggest that Roblox should remove tickets entirely. So maybe Roblox took a look at this post, okay? Maybe David Bazuki was scrolling through Roblox and found this idea by Shen Urzi so good, he stole it. Okay, he stole it. Who knows? We don't know. Going back to the blog post, a new event called Tixapalooza was announced, where new items would be released every day until the removal of tickets, so players could spend them all before they're removed, which is pretty cool. Tickets were an important part of Roblox's identity, so it's cool that they made a whole event as a way to celebrate them instead of just normally removing them. Now, towards the end of the post, there's a whole FAQ section where they respond to possible questions, and most of these are just talking talking about the daily login bonus, how clothing will be sold, how developers will be rewarded now, and other stuff. But the most important ones are the last three. The first has the question, Roblox is greedy for taking away free currency, with the response,
every dollar we make at Roblox gets poured back into the company. Unlike many other kid and adult virtual worlds, MMOs, and social networks, we are growing rapidly and have an enormous opportunity ahead of us. Our vision is to power the imagination of our community and to do it more immersively and more socially. Removing tickets is not about greed. It is about simplifying the platform, removing bots and alts, and paving the way for a Roblox that is bigger, more engaging, and more fun than ever before.
The second question asks, Roblox doesn't care about base level players, the majority of our monthly active users, with the response,
every player who ever supports us through Robux or Builders Club was originally a base level player. We understand this dearly. We understand if we make Roblox less attractive for base level players, over time we will have fewer monetizing players.
And the last asks, is Roblox in financial trouble, with the response,
we are profitable and will be hiring 40 plus additional employees in 2016, 100% supported by our profits.
I think these are all valid questions and pretty good responses. I can see players coming to the conclusion that Roblox is removing tickets because they're greedy, or they only care about players who pay for their membership, or that they're getting out of business or something. But if you move the nostalgia to the side, you see how this is a pretty smart step. Don't get me wrong, I love tickets and was bummed out when they were removed, but with players exploiting them like botting their places and making new accounts, they had to remove them. Not to mention the inflation due to players not using them. Roblox even addresses this in the FAQ section, saying how they can give free Robux as a daily login, since players would make bots even more, and they can't stop them because no matter what, players will exploit anything they can. I understand why players are mad at this, since tickets were a crucial part of Roblox's identity, but with how the platform was growing, I think Roblox took the right step in this case. There probably was a profit incentive for Roblox. In the end, they're a company, they're gonna try to maximize profit, and removing tickets no doubt increased their profits. Obviously, players weren't happy about this, and a lot of people shared their anger on Twitter, Dev Forum, the Roblox forums, and more. I found this one post on the Roblox forum archive titled, My Top 5 Worst Roblox Updates, and number 1 is literally tickets. After all this, Roblox made a lot of free accessories so new players can customize their avatars, and made a lot of ways for players to earn Robux without needing to purchase a membership. Robux scams did increase because of this though, since having one currency that isn't really given for free meant that more people wanted to get their hands on it. Overall, I think this was a good feature that didn't really fit with the direction Roblox was going towards. The next removed feature I want to talk about was also sorta controversial, and most players should know about their existence, unless you're a fetus of course. Guests were introduced on Roblox on September 26, 2008, and acted as a way for people to test out Roblox without needing to make an account. With their release, a subsequent blog post was posted on the same day by John Shedlet Sky, titled, Be Our Guest, Buy Our Robux. In the section titled Guest Mode, it states,
some people want to try out Roblox to see if it's any good before they take the time to make an account. A lot of game websites force you to create an account before you can even play their games to see if they're worth your time. We think anyone who gets in game and plays Roblox for 10 minutes is probably going to want to create a full account, especially since it is free, in order to get the benefits of membership, such as having your own place, collecting the daily login bonus, and being able to customize the look of their Robloxian.
As described, this feature was added so that players didn't have to go through the whole process of signing up if they wanted to test out a game. Instead, they could just be put into a game as a guest, which would probably make them more inclined to make an actual account, so they could customize their appearance and have all the normal account functions. The post by Shedlet Sky shows off the old pop-up you would get if you aren't logged in. We can see that it asks you to play as a guest, create an account, log in, or cancel. This prompt would go through 2 different iterations until the last one, lasting from 2011 to 2017. The second image shows off the first iteration of guest, and we can see that it's literally a noob. The first iteration only lasted until 2009 and is the reason why the noob title is attributed to this look. The look was changed to this one in late 2009 with a white and black Robloxian with a winter hoodie sort of thing. This in 2010 with the same Robloxian from last time but with a helmet, and these in 2011 which look similar to the last two, and then ending with these in 2016. The 2016 iteration actually had names. The left is default guest, the middle is Billy Bloxer, and the right is Betty Bloxer. So the Bloxer family tree is here, okay? They're all here. While playing as a guest, there were a few limitations in place so that players would be incentivized to actually make an account. These included not being able to chat and only using a few specific cryptic phrases with this chat bubble, not being able to customize your appearance, not having your in-game data saved, and more. From June of 2017 to October of 2017, a 20 play cap was set for playing as a guest, so that players wouldn't just play as a guest all the time like before and actually had to make an account. Now, unlike tickets, guests weren't as beloved in the community and were pretty much hated because of their cluelessness and not being able to chat. They were like NPCs, bots, robots. Players often requested for them to be removed, even making petitions. On October 2nd, 2017, an employee of Roblox's developer relations named Knight Galadeld announced the removal of guests. The reasoning for this was not because players complained, but because they wanted to increase the number of registered accounts and encourage new players to socially interact with others. A lot of people responded with sadness due to them being a crucial part of Roblox's identity, but it was understood why they had to do it. Others wanted Roblox to bring them back, which I don't understand. I mean, people were complaining to get rid of them and now you want them back? Like, what? Well, what are you talking about? I actually found a few petitions on change.org for them to bring them back, and they're pretty emotional, guys, okay? They're pretty sad. You might cry as this is being read. This one by Isabella says,
guests were removed from the game Roblox in October 2017. They were one of the original components of Roblox. A guest was someone who didn't sign up to play Roblox, but could still play the game. They just didn't have access to some things like chatting. This is why they were loved so much, because they were so oblivious to everything going on, and were just a fun time. I know I speak for many when I say that I was heartbroken when Roblox removed the option to become a guest, forcing players to make their own accounts. A lot of the time, my little sister and I would be playing with guests in Roblox and laughing hysterically at the things they did. They made up part of my childhood and many others. It is not fair that they were removed. I met a guest once who had the talking ability in the game, and he was able to communicate to me that he wanted me to call him Jimmy. I will never forget Jimmy, the guest who made me so happy and sad when I had to leave. Little did I know that in a few years they would be completely removed. Please consider signing this petition so we can bring guests back.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, Isabella, that was really sad, okay? That was really sad. I'm crying right now. I have tissues. My eyes are like dripping with tears. But the argument is pretty bad. So you want guests back because you want to laugh at them with your sister because they were oblivious to what was going on, and your heartfelt story with Jimmy has an issue. That guest was an exploiter. Guests never had the ability to chat. They could only do so using an exploit in 2014 and 2015, as confirmed by the Roblox wiki. This next one by Jennifer gives a few good points, but is still pretty dumb. She says how they were deleted because they were annoying, which is not true, as I went over. She says how adding guests back will reduce hacking, which is also not true, since they can still use exploits. The only good points here are that little kids could play without having to remember their login info, and that the chat wouldn't be spammed, which I can understand. This final sentence though seems like bringing back guests will solve worldwide depression. She says some people will be much happier because many people loved guests. Like, if I want to end it all, I'm not gonna not want to end it all just because, you know, they're back. Like, what? Okay, I can't be too harsh on Jennifer, okay? She gives some solid points, but it's still a bad argument. No offense to Jennifer. Most people were pretty fine with this change, and the reason others were mad was not because like they missed guests or like they wanted guest rights. It was because how old guests were. They started in 2008 and were on the site for years. So of course you're gonna upset some people when you remove a feature that lasted this long. But yeah, it's only for the nostalgia factor. I don't think anyone really cared or used the guest feature around the time of its removal. 2008 was an early year for Roblox, so it made sense for them to try and grab a person's attention by getting them in a game as quickly as possible. But in 2017, where Roblox was a household name, people probably wanted to sign up already. So I mean, who would use the guest feature at that time? In my opinion, it made sense why they were removed, but I get why they're missed. The next removal is something I honestly miss. Before Roblox Premium, Roblox had a unique and very fitting membership option called Builders Club, which was split up into 3 separate tiers with their own privileges. Builders Club started beta testing on April 12th, 2007, and was then teased for release on August 2nd, 2007 on a blog post titled Builders Club is Coming. It then officially released on August 16th, 2007 with an accompanying blog post by John Shedlett-Sky. The post is titled Builders Club is Here and states,
"This is the biggest update in the history of Roblox. As some of you old-timers are aware, we have been working on Builders Club for months. Now, it is finally ready for the masses. Roblox is free to play, and as thousands of players have discovered, it is very possible to have fun on Roblox without paying a cent. Builders Club is a premium service for players who want to take their game to the next level.
The post also lays out the advantages of Builders Club, saying how you can have 10 places on an account, sell shirts, receive 15 Robux daily, receive no external ads, and receive this cool, awesome looking hard hat exclusive to buying the membership, okay? Look at this hard hat. It makes me, it's amazing. It's amazing. Turbo Builders Club was then added on June 18th, 2009 with a blog post by Tim Brown titled, "And now, Turbo Builders Club." The post explains that the reason for this new addition is to offer a new tier of membership that provides more rewards. The advantages of this tier are the same as Builders Club, but that you can now have 25 places, receive 35 Robux daily, have an exclusive gear, and this cool looking Turbo Builders Club hard hat. Okay, pretty cool. The gear the blog talks about is this Bloxilicious bubblegum, which I'm not gonna lie, a pretty big letdown. The hard hat design is cool, but out of everything, why this gear gum? Like what? Going back with the Wayback Machine, we can actually see how the membership page looked when only these two tiers were available, and the different benefits they each have. A few months later, Roblox would make two separate tweets hinting at a project named Outrageous on August 18th, 2009 and October 21st, 2009. This would then be revealed to be a new tier of membership called Outrageous Builders Club on October 28th, 2009. The old layout for the website shows the three memberships, their prices, and their benefits. This chart on the Roblox wiki gives a better understanding of all the different advantages exclusive to the different tiers. BC had the least, TBC had the most, and OBC had them all. The tiers would gradually get more and more advantages as the years went on. One of these gradual advantages was BC beta features, where BC members were able to publicly test features before them being open to normal players. These included mega places, which were games that allowed servers to hold over 50 players, personal servers, which aren't like the current personal servers and instead allowed users to collaborate and build together, similar to Team Create, and group building, which was basically like the previously mentioned personal servers but in a group. An exclusive benefit for OBC was the Roblox Outrageous Casts, which started in 2009, where OBC members could watch webcasts hosted by the Roblox admins. They would discuss new features and also take user questions. All of these features were removed or replaced as the title Mega Place is removed, and now everyone can make a server up to 200 players. Personal servers and group building games can be done with just Team Create, and Outrageous Casts ended in 2011, and most of them are actually lost media. BC only games were another given benefit to BC members, and it allowed developers to set their game as accessible only to BC members, and every visit would give them 10 tickets instead of 1. But this was removed on October of 2017, as specified by this post by a developer relations employee named Knight Galadeld. The post explains the reasoning for this removal, stating,
"Freely allowing users to play games that may have been traditionally been restricted to Builders Club members will open up the possibility of gaining and retaining more users along with earning more revenue."
The last benefit given to the membership players was BC exclusive items, which allowed players to purchase gears, hats, and other stuff exclusive to your membership tier and below. So if you had OBC, you could buy all membership items, but if you had BC, you could only buy BC items. An example of these items are these 3 different skateboards, and on the topic of skateboards, there were also a previous feature on Roblox, and there were many different variations of them, but Roblox entirely removed both skateboards and BC exclusive items in 2019. These removals also coincided with the entire BC system transitioning to Roblox Premium. Throughout the years, Roblox would strip away many of the membership advantages and make them open to all players. This included BC exclusive items, BC only places, creating badges, and more. This meant that the different tiers honestly became pretty useless, and on October 23rd, 2019, Roblox switched to Roblox Premium. Roblox Premium did have different advantages from BC, outlined by this table from the Roblox wiki. The release of Premium was revealed by an article on the Roblox blog and dev forum on the same day of its release. The two posts basically explain the same thing, but a reasoning for the name switch is provided in the Roblox blog, as it states,
"We changed the name of our subscription product to Premium in order to clear up a common misconception among newcomers that Builders Club was required to build things on Roblox."
Which I honestly can't argue with. Back when I was first introduced to Roblox as a kid, I thought that I needed BC to actually build things on Roblox. When thinking about it now, I just thought I was a dumb kid, but I guess that belief was pretty common. Not of me being a dumb kid. of BC being needed to build. I was a smart kid, okay, trust me. But why Roblox Premium, man? Out of every name they had to choose, they chose the most generic title that literally all platforms use. Why not something related to the Roblox image like, I don't know, Blocks Pass or something? Blocks Plus, maybe? Something else noted in the post is that if you bought Lifetime BC, it would be converted into Roblox Premium, so you didn't have to buy it again, which is pretty cool. So really, this feature wasn't removed, but replaced with something less cool. I honestly understand the reasoning for why BC was removed, but the entire membership aesthetic worked really well with the website's image. If they went with a name that suited the game more and a better aesthetic, I wouldn't really mind, but Roblox Premium is lame, okay? This next one is pretty old and didn't last long, so I wouldn't be surprised if you don't know about this. The Roblox Ambassador program was introduced on April 22nd, 2009 by Shedlet Sky on the old Roblox blog. The article was titled, Introducing the Roblox Ambassador Program. It states,
one of the most frequent questions that players ask Builderman is, can I work for you? Or, do you have a job for me? We've never had a good answer to these questions before. That has changed. Roblox now offers gainful employment for ambassadors, players who go out of their way to spread the word about Roblox, our favorite free game on the internet. Anyone can be an ambassador. You can work as little or as much as you feel like. It's pretty easy, and yes, this is a paying job.
The post also explains how you get enrolled and how it works. So there used to be a page specifically designed for this program, which could be accessed through this link that would show next to the picture of your Roblox avatar. You would then copy the provided Roblox link and post it on another website. Finally, you would copy the URL of the site you pasted it on and paste it in the provided field, then press submit link. Thanks to the wiki page on this, we can see how this page used to look. It would show you your running, pending, dead, and problematic links, the tickets you have earned daily, weekly, monthly, and all time, and the statuses of your published links. Doing this would award players with 2 tickets per domain, but a limit of 50 links was set so the feature couldn't be abused. So in total, a player could earn 100 tickets through the entire program. Within the Ambassador program, players were also given the Ambassador badge for posting 3 active links, which first looked like this, but was then changed to this more simplistic design. The final thing awarded to players as a part of the program was the well-connected gift of Linkmaster, which was then opened to be the Black Iron War Helm of Ponage. This hat was given if you were in the program, but it was also available for a purchase of 400 Robux or 4,000 tickets. It's obvious why Roblox initiated this feature, as they wanted more traction, and instead of properly buying advertisements on websites, they decided to exploit their child audience, which is cool. I'm just kidding. Now, the issues that led to the demise of this program are pretty obvious. The first is that it was easily exploitable. There was an entire website called roamb.tk created specifically to generate unique URLs instead of actually posting the Roblox link to a unique site. Through the Wayback Machine, we can see how it looks. On the top is the roamb logo with text underneath stating, proudly serving 31,361 links and getting users 62,736 tickets a day. Get tickets on Roblox. The way it seems to work is that you would copy the link provided by Roblox on the Ambassador page, paste it here, and the website would provide a dummy link for you to paste on the Ambassador page. Underneath the text box, it says copyright 2011 and a user named Bubby4J. I'm assuming this is the guy that made this website, and surprisingly, this guy's account is still up, and he also has the Ambassador badge, but it doesn't seem like he's active anymore. According to the wiki, the generated dummy links would be flagged as dead, but players were still able to receive the Ambassador badge. The other obvious reason is that this entire thing is pretty unethical. Roblox is essentially promoting for users to spam other websites with their website's link in order to increase their player base and spread their website's name. There's tons of videos you can find going through the process of joining the program, and it's just these kids pasting the Roblox link on other websites. I get that Roblox was still establishing itself in 2009 and probably didn't have the funds to officially advertise, but encouraging kids to spam other websites as free advertising for some tickets is pretty funny. On March 6th, 2012, a blog post was created announcing that the Ambassador program was being retired. The post is titled Simplifying Roblox and was by Taylor Whitmer. It states,
2 years ago, Roblox started the Ambassador program, which was designed to encourage players to spread the word about Roblox. In the program, users would take HTML code specific to that player and then post those links on other active websites. Users were rewarded with 2 ticks per day per active link. We believed we could get users involved with promoting our game. After 2 years of experimenting, we have realized that the program is not as valuable as players who come to us through word of mouth or through social media. The ambassador program became spammy, which we realized was not a benefit to our players or other websites. We have looked at the numbers and we simply don't have enough users to justify continuing the program. Part of being a healthy company and an elegant service is removing things rather than adding them.
So yeah, the program was officially shut down on March 6th, 2012 and never came back since. I sort of understand why Roblox took this initiative, but I think the execution of telling players to spam their link to other sites was pretty dumb. I personally was never part of the program since I joined like a month after it was removed, which sucks. Even though I'm critical of this entire thing, I was a dumb kid who wanted anything I could get for free. Free tickets, a badge, and a hat are pretty enticing. Something I was a part of was the Roblox forums. The Roblox forums was a section of the Roblox website that allowed users to discuss and socialize in a variety of different categories. The Wayback Machine's oldest record of the forums is from June 17th, 2006, and you can see the limited amount of categories available. Gradually, Roblox would add more and more categories to the forums, and using the Wayback Machine, we can jump to August 22nd, 2014, and see the crazy amount of sections and subsections. The Roblox wiki outlines all these categories and subcategories, and there's actually a lot. The forums acted as a good way for people to get together and discuss Roblox updates, their games, music, and other things. There was also a secret subforum titled Forum 34, and this was accessed by changing the forum ID to 34. Using the Wayback Machine, we can see how the page looked in 2009, and there's 3 pinned posts by Roblox moderator Mr. Doombringer titled, "Do not post on this forum, all your forum posts will be wiped," and I am totally not kidding. Another post by another Roblox moderator named MF Soccer94 stated that this forum wasn't for players not to post on it. Created threads would be locked and moderated, making other posts linking to this forum would be moderated, and that it shouldn't even be talked about. All of this was true, as posting on the forum would result in your thread and account being entirely deleted. I'm honestly not sure why this subforum remained open and why the punishment for it was so harsh. If they didn't want players to access it and post on it, why allow it to be accessible? Just, lock it or something. Over the years, the forums would become flooded with spam of users begging for tickets, recruiting for their group, or just trolling. A notable case of trolling was from the YouTuber Quackity, who led a forum raid to have his account unbanned, and you can find videos of the situation on YouTube. The raids occurred on May 1st, 2017 and June 4th, 2017, and each time would cause the forums to temporarily shut down and drastic changes being made to them, like your account having to be at least 2 years old in order for you to post. Another very horrific case was by a throwaway account called Jared Poggi123 Kaba on October 1st, 2017, where they posted a link containing illegal content. I'm not going to specify what type of content, just know that it's extremely bad and disgusting. The post would move to the top of the forums within 30 minutes and was soon taken down. I'm not sure why it took them 30 minutes to take down the post, like hopefully no kids saw that. These situations resulted in the forums becoming read-only on December 4th, 2017, accompanied with a post titled "Important Announcement Regarding Closure of Forum" by a moderator named Roblox Staff. The post outlines their decision to close down the forums due to them not being able to moderate it properly. On December 11th, 2017, the forums were entirely removed, and trying to access them would bring up this box giving you alternatives. Thankfully, there are unofficial websites that archive most, if not all, forum posts, so that's cool. I'm not gonna lie and say I had a deep connection with forums. I would sometimes post in the game development section for people to check out my games, but that's it. If you were deep in the forum community, like the roleplay community, you should get a life, but I do understand why the removal of forums would bum you out. Because of all the different subcategories on the forums, it made sense why it was so difficult for Roblox mods to moderate, and especially with the situations that took place in 2017, I don't blame them for removing the forums entirely. The dev forums are honestly a lot better and have a lot better moderation, so I honestly don't care that the forums are gone. Another feature that left Roblox that I also didn't care about were player points. Player points were a scoring system introduced on April 15th, 2014 for beta testing intended for players to show off their skills as a gamer and Roblox player. They were represented by a red coin with a white star on it. The release was announced with a blog post by Andrew Hack titled The Point of Points, Collect, Complete, and Curl, which opens with the following.
Today we're kicking off the beta testing period for a series of features that will give new meaning to Roblox gameplay for individuals and groups alike, while also encouraging better content and fun rewards for players. We're starting with a new cross-game, platform-wide scoring system known as Player Points.
The blog then explains that the points are awarded to developers when players spent Robux on their games. Those awarded points can then be put back into their games by setting up a specific task for players to gain them in. Their reasoning for adding these points is also mentioned, as they claim that they're for you to show your friends how experienced a gamer and Roblox member you are. But like, who cares? Like, legit, who cares? They follow up by saying that they're gonna play a significant role in group competition and global leaderboards, and that due to it being in beta release, the points will be frequently reset. Another post was made by Roblox on April 22nd, 2014, titled The Point of Points, Here Come the Clans and More. This post further explained the ideas behind their creation, a new global leaderboard ranking all Roblox players, and how they'll function with the Roblox clans. The post opens by explaining that they introduced player points so that developers could reward players for playing their game, similar to how developers are rewarded by Roblox to create their game. They continue by stating that player points will give players an incentive to continue playing a game and act as a reward for the time spent within said game. The global leaderboard is then mentioned and explained to be a leaderboard that will rank every Roblox player based on their points score. Clans are also mentioned, and they're basically an invite-only part of a group that can hold a max of 100 users. In regards to player points with clans, every member within the clan will contribute to the clan's total score. They end this section off by saying that there's much more to points than score, and honestly it seems like they're trying to self-satisfy themselves to make it seem like these player points are such a good idea. Like,
trust me guys, they're good. Trust me, they're not useless.
The post ends with a FAQ section of how points will be distributed, but there's two main important questions I want to focus on. The first is, how can I spend the points I've earned? The answer to this question states that the points are meant to show your reputation and you can't spend them on anything. But like, what's the point then? Like, what? Even at the time, this entire points thing felt so useless. I honestly don't understand their goal with this. A global leaderboard that shows off your points. There's no incentive for you to get to the top, so why would anyone care? These points are basically just badges, so why introduce something with the same concept? The second question I want to focus on is, I'm a developer. Can I award myself points? And they literally respond with yes, you can. But they say you shouldn't because people won't play your game if you just hoard them to yourself. But imagine if you're a developer and you actually care about this useless leaderboard and you want to get to the top. Why not just, keep giving the points to yourself instead of the players? They say that no one will play your game if you do this, but come on, man. Like, no one's gonna stop playing your game for the points. Another blog post was posted by a guy named Jack's Smirking Revenge, titled Player Points in Beta, How They're Being Used Thus Far, on May 8th, 2014, and it just goes over some of the games using player points at that time. The Roblox wiki has some screenshots of how these player points were displayed, and we can see the global leaderboard and that your own along with your clan's points would display on your profile. On September 26th, 2014, a blog post titled Unlimited Player Points Available Soon to Developers was published and discusses that the player points made things too competitive, so they're gonna remove the global leaderboard along with giving developers unlimited number of points to put in their game. Okay, so think about this. They introduced these points as a way to add competition in Roblox. They added a global leaderboard so players would compete in reaching to the top, and then they gave developers a limited supply based on how much Robux players spent in their game. But they ended up removing all of this because they didn't like the competition aspect, which was literally the whole reason of this entire thing. The post literally says that you can now put unlimited number of points, so this whole thing is basically useless now. At this point, player points became even more useless than before, which I didn't think was possible. It seems like they came up with this idea as a way to introduce achievements like in other modern games, but they didn't know where to take it. In January of 2018, Roblox employee Soleanna did say that they would be doing an overhaul for the player points backend, but this didn't lead to anything. It's not just me who thought this as well. Like, the general opinion on player points was that they're basically useless and did nothing, so there's there's no point in them. Over the years, player points would fade into irrelevancy, and in May of 2023, it was announced that they would officially be removing player points, ending the most useless feature in Roblox history. Okay, maybe I'm being a bit harsh on these things, okay? Maybe. I'm sorry to the one fan of player points in the world, if you even exist, but these things literally had no use. Like, I don't understand who thought of this. But yeah, those were some of the most interesting discontinued features on Roblox. Roblox has been around for many years, and it's cool to see the different ideas that didn't make it to the platform's future due to them not fitting with the current landscape. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Thank you to my friend Pebble Booch for voicing the quotations. I appreciate that. Please check out his work and subscribe to him. Subscribe to me, of course, as well, and follow my Instagram at BlingMcQueen, and take care.